these lights, the light up the town. When I'm all alone, looking down the street, a warm night is leading me home. It's coming down, raining on me. Still waiting, still waiting, still waiting, still waiting for you. All these lights, the light up the town. When I'm all alone, looking down the street, a warm night is leading me home. It's coming down, raining on me. Still waiting, still waiting, still waiting, still waiting for you.
Hello and welcome back to Rollin Dirty, a mad, mad world. Back after a week hiatus. So yeah, in need of a bit of a recap. Before we do the recap, how are we feeling?
I've missed everyone.
Dirty. Feeling dirty.
On the scale of clean to dirty, how are we feeling?
I've not showered today, so.
Yeah, I need
I've not
a
showered
shave.
since Diablo 4 came out.
Unshowered rollers. Here we go.
And on that Daisy grind,
There has been like 4 or 5 massive like games that have come out recently that like people were just like Zelda, Jedi. Yeah, it's been mental.
I am level 50 in Diablo already.
Oh my god.
Oh my, wow.
Yep.
Wowzers.
Hence the red RGB. This room's looked like this all week.
Okay.
Sweat.
So last time, you hatched a plan, and you self-sabotaged at a mechanics. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah. In the squad car, like, done.
You went to the Ark, which was a kind of Staten Island hideout of the Dusters. You revealed that Oni and Slift had been sighted. They kind of didn't believe it, but the context of that whole day was a Macy's Day parade, with a commissioner's gala dinner, which you found out later Layman had a +1 with Stanley. That's how you kind of got in. But the Dusters catching wind of that was important information. You realised the waiting staff at said gala were Dusters. You also went to Bobby's bar. Bobby's bar, good encounter, with a man from Archibald's past, which was a nice little touch. You got to the gala, and we met Bo James, who's the mayor of New York, and Carlo Salvatore, key donor of the gala, man who looks like is pulling the strings, and Alfred Sin as well. We was due to speak, due to give. He was the guest of honor, due to speak, and weirdly cancelled at the last minute. I can hear myself on your thing, Tom. Just don't know if you need to turn me down a little bit, or I don't know.
Okay, bear with.
In the speech that Carlo gave, there were lots of flowery language, but the kind of key themes were a common desire for a better future, unity, coming together, and becoming self-sufficient were kind of key themes of the speech. After the speech ended, there was a kind of big round of applause. And remember, you were at that kind of top table. And afterwards, you kind of did some milling around with kind of as the kind of hors d'oeuvres were being served. Found two guards who were standing at a door. Excellent direction from DM, and found. And I will have to say on stream, fully hold my hands up to making a mistake there. Not clear at all. Sorry to the players. And then you found the small cupboard that Alfred Sin is in. You do not know what has happened. You don't know what importance Carlo Salvatore has in this sphere. You don't quite know. And I also think for you, especially Tony, you know that he operates in the upper echelons of society, but to what kind of reach he has, you're not sure. Bo James seemed a stand-up guy, but again, it's not clear in terms of if he thinks the same as you guys about Carlo, or if he knows at all anything. Yeah, so you're in this moment, and we cut the last time. I'm just gonna check. Tom, are you all good with sound and stuff now? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Cool. So you cut the last time. You open the door to Alfred, who says, "Oh, you took your bloody time, didn't you?"
Cool. Wait, let's go.
Give me a group perception check, and we'll count this as a kind of leaving the big room into that corridor where.
Can I can I cast enhance ability on Stanley? Just rest my hand on him to give him advantage on this.
Absolutely.
And you get 2d6 temporary hit points as well.
Ooh, thank you.
I just nat one, so.
Oh, nice.
By the way,
It's a 17 for me. I just roll my hit points as well.
Awesome.
I'm hot.
Oh, 17 as well.
Okay, Harrison and Tom. So yeah, so Tony and Stanley see just before you leave that main big space, you saw, and I do think this came in last episode. You saw Carlo doing the rounds, coming towards this area of the room, and you're not clear whether he saw you or not, but he was making his way to that space. There was, I don't know if you remember the encounter that you had with the guards, that you asked the guards whether they had seen an old man, which I think was a kind of rather than saying where is Alfred Sin, you asked if they'd seen him, the prisoner they are holding. So was the little encounter. So that's playing in the back of your mind as you're talking to Alfred. So so you took your bloody time.
Hey, I mean, come on, Alfred. We're doing our best. You arrived at least. What happened anyway? Weren't you supposed to be giving a speech?
I'm still giving my bloody speech. What are you on about?
You're gonna give a speech from the cupboard?
I think they took your slot, darling.
Wait, it started already? What time is it?
We give the time at the accurate time that it is.
Is he wearing anything?
I hope so.
I can't remember if you said he's like
we-
stripped or like I don't know how badly he's like been taken hostage.
He's got a black eye. He's wearing a dress shirt that is undone. And he looks the most uncouth you've ever seen, Alfred. Actually,
Alfred, who gave you the shiner?
was one of the I didn't catch his name, did I? One of the bloody guards.
Well, I hope you gave him what for too.
Can
Yeah,
I
should've
can I
seen the other guy?
can I look to the guards to see if if there's any movement by the doors we just come from?
They're still there.
As in, are they looking forward, looking back? Are the doors closed in between, or?
The doors are open. And they're stood there. They let's say they're closing the doors.
Okay.
Well, look, Alfred. Looks like someone didn't want to give that speech. It looks like someone, like Stanley said, took your slot. It was Tony's uncle, actually. I don't know if you know him, Carlos Salvatore.
Well,
Does that name ring a
did
bell?
the speech.
He did the speech. It was quite there's some impressive words about unifying the city, about a new order, a new way of doing things. It was all about renewal. It wasn't very conservative. It was quite regenerative.
It was mighty compelling.
I'm trying to remember the words from the speech, but obviously I give a better example of the speech than what I can remember after 2 weeks away. But yeah.
You see, a shell of a man who was looking forward to this for a long, long time, and now realizing that what is happening. Hold on, just one moment.
I was going to say, yeah, darling, do you know why you're in here?
Well, looks like I put trust in a man that I shouldn't have put trust in. Carlo, I've had my suspicions. I'm sorry. I'm still a bit hung up on this speech thing. Did he say
Damn.
did he say
Perfect me.
that we should come together in this great site of New York?
He did.
Yeah.
The power of the 20. Did he say that? Did he nick those lines?
Is that what you were gonna say?
It's my bloody speech. My bloody speech.
Well, it was great. Good job.
Alfred, what were you what was the point of that speech? What gave you the idea to say that stuff?
Well, came to me in a dream. Yeah, first, can you just unlock these bloody handcuffs? Tell me you came with keys.
Yeah, I lift
Not
him.
even that tight. What are you moaning about?
I lift him up by his lapels, like to help him up. Like, oh, come here, and I start like cleaning him up. And I don't know if any of us actually like good with. I don't think any of us have thieves' tools.
Okay, as you touch,
Alfred.
as you come face to face with Alfred,
Fuck off.
give me a Constitution saving throw.
Whatever. Oh. Okay. Con is not good for me. Oh no, it's +1. 7.
You feel a connection to this man. In a way that yeah, you can't quite pinpoint it on a 7, but you do have you can't tell if it's family or if it's something deeper, shared history maybe. Can't quite put your finger on, but you that kind of, it's almost as if you've met someone for the first time and instantly know that they're a good egg or a friend.
Yeah, I guess I look Alfred deep in his eyes, and I'm like, we got to get out of here. And I put his cuffs to like the desk. Is there like a desk or table in the room, or?
There's literally a filing cabinet, and that's it.
I put it against the filing cabinet, and I just
Mainly
tried to like break the lock with the back of my hatchet, just to like brute force it.
Give me an attack roll.
The gnat comes in. The gnat comes in.
Look,
Makes a difference.
That's just the damage. Doesn't matter.
and is that doubled already? Not, is it?
Well, no. It depends if we're no. That is 1d6 with another d6. Yeah. It's not great, but it's my hand axe. I don't normally use my hand axe.
Fine. I'm just saying you break the lock by brute forcing it.
I look to Stanley and say, "Do you want to sneak out of here?"
I don't know. I think if we're gonna do that, we need some kind of distraction or something, right?
And I cast Pass Without Trace around us all, and like a veil of shadows like surrounds us, and we get. Wait, I'll put it in the chat.
Which way are you going? So where you currently are, there is you're at the kind of at the heart of this department store, Macy's. You're several floors up. You can leave the way that you came, which would be through the entrance where picking up Winston on the way. But potentially going towards Carlo, Dusters, members of the public, members of high society, or you can choose to explore in another direction away from that area, down a corridor, potentially try and find a different, maybe back alley type exit.
It depends what we want to go. Do we not want to go back to the speech?
I think the speech is done, but Carlo's doing the round, so it depends if we want a surprise confrontation, or if we want to explore more.
See if there's anything
else
happening
here.
Around Macy's.
Because isn't there supposed to be like a backroom meeting as well?
Yeah, that was what I was wondering. Weren't we invited because we're supposed to be part of something, which I can't now remember.
There's basically, from what I remember, there's a backroom meeting happening. All I was going to say is, like, maybe we could tail them whilst undercover, like, whilst hidden. We can just tail them into whatever room they all head to, and then we can surprise, boom.
Yeah, I feel like we need to find out what's going down here.
Yeah, I want some action. I suggest that in character. Maybe we could follow that Carlo.
All right. We could do you reckon we could sneak back to the meeting hall, see what? Because he might be at the table still, right? And we could kind of just be inconspicuous, see where he goes, what his next steps are.
We should go unseen.
I think that sounds like a good plan.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you head back past the guards. They've closed the door. So you want to open the door and go back into that main space with them guarding? How do you want to do that?
Can I? Well, up to you guys. Maybe try to just create a loud like noise by closing the room that we had Alfred in, and then just two-step around them, kind of deal. Yeah, I just I knock over the filing cabinet, pull the door close, and remain in the radius with the team, and then just wait for them to if they come through.
Awesome. You see the guards open the door, go and investigate, and you want to sneak past them into the main space.
Yep.
Yeah, so password trace gives you.
You can still
plus 10.
stealth check us, but we just get plus 10.
I'm going to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit, okay.
And because it's a small corridor and the timing of seeing you guys go, it's going to be a DC 15. But you do have plus 10 to Dex.
Are we saying average or if what? I'll just roll. Fuck it.
I do have to roll as a group.
25.
Okay.
But yeah, everyone rolls, but everyone gets plus 10.
Yeah.
21.
I get disadvantage normally on saving throws, so stealth rolls.
Yeah, but you're fine because you get advantage from enhanced ability as well.
Why is it rolled it like that?
Because you've got heavy armor, so that's the disadvantage roll. But it doesn't matter because you it negates. So you would just take the better of the two.
Okay.
So you get 20 on the no. Oh, and then fucking, and then Martin gets 29 with the crit.
Cool.
Nice.
You manage to sneak back into the room, and see just in time. I have been rolling for Carlo. Is about to go down that corridor. And you kind of sneak off, and you're in the kind of crowd that's milling around now. There are kind of maybe 100 people here, maybe more. Each at different kind of groups of conversations. You've got the mayor at the top table still. And you see Carlo clocking eyes and noticing that the guards have gone. And you just see him disappear down that way.
We just make small chat and trying our best to act inconspicuous, just chatting amongst ourselves.
Are there any other notable?
No, we're hidden.
Yeah.
Are there any other
Well,
go on.
Well, we're not completely hidden, are we?
To a degree, we can't be detected.
Oh, okay.
We're as good as invisible as we could be.
How long?
An hour.
Oh.
But he can just keep he can keep stealth checking us for any reason. But yeah.
Okay.
Can we get Alfred out of here now and then unstealth and
hand him off to the butler?
Yeah, and then just rejoin, so no one's any the wiser, right?
Could he be
probably
any
more?
help?
What about if someone comes in to look for him?
Well, my point is that if someone comes to look for him and none of us are here when we're supposed to be, maybe that looks more suspicious than if we.
Yeah, okay.
Get around
Let's ask Alfred.
here.
Alfred, do you want to? We're gonna track down Carlos and see what his next move is. See what the play is here. Do you wanna come with us?
Sounds good to me. I can't be seen dead in public like this. Got to get back and change.
Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. Hand him off to Winston. Good shout, Stanley.
Awesome. Very good shout. You do that. You see, and I'm assuming Veil Shutters, you can see you lift it off Alfred, or you keep it on Alfred's.
Well, I assume we're trying to reappear, so I would do it in a spot where we're not being seen. And then essentially wherever Winston is, and then basically hand him to Winston to a degree, and then that cleric can get involved.
Cool. I'm just rolling something. Cool. You see Winston and Alfred leave, and now not under the veil of shadows, you see, yeah, you see, you go back into the main space.
Now let's get
Okay,
that son of a bitch.
Can we look around? So because we know we're supposed to be, or there's like another meeting going on. Have we been told who the other invitees are at all? Do we know?
No, I also, I don't know about this meeting.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you mentioned there was like a meeting of certain people, but maybe I'm remembering things wrong. Maybe it was the entire thing, but
I don't remember this meeting. To help Alex out.
do we see the
Alex,
chief?
you've rewatched it.
He wrote it. I don't think it's obviously me not remembering right. I just remember there being. I thought there was some form of meeting, but maybe it was this whole gala. I could be wrong. But yeah, no. Is the chief still here? Can we see him?
Yeah, Layman's still here.
Layman's still here.
Cool. Well, we're keeping an eye out on our new focus, I presume. I don't know about you, Tony, but I assume our focus now is on what's Carlo Salvatore doing? What's his move? Why is he beating up Alfred and took a spot to make the speech? Right? Surely that's the guy we need to keep an eye on.
He's not going to do anything here. He's not stupid enough for that. He's just going to win everyone over so that in the future he can hold whatever he has against them and have them under his thumb.
Well, we're in a position of power, right?
In what way?
As in, he's gone off down a corridor, and there's 4 of us, 1 of him. Maybe we should follow him at least?
Hang on. Wasn't the whole thing about us being here is that we were pretty sure the Gophers are planning something tonight? And now this Carlo Salvatore is doing a speech, and we're all thinking, hang on, maybe Carlo Salvatore. But we know the Gophers. But we know the Gophers.
Can I do a perception check to see if I see Stokes here from the Dusters?
Yeah, give us a perception check.
Yep, I see him clear as day.
No, you don't.
I lean over to Archie. I'm like, Archie, you see that mechanic I was speaking to earlier? He was one of those Dusters. Is he one of the waiters?
Can I do a perception check?
Absolutely. It was a perception check.
Well, let me just check on that for you. Let me get a good look at the man.
I don't think I've rolled well as Delilah ever.
I stare at the guy and I see maybe that's him.
Who are you looking for?
Stokes. He was the mechanic from the mechanics from Triple M.
You don't see Stokes.
Okay.
But you do see Marty Brennan.
Ooh. As a waiter?
He's behind the bar.
Oh, he's just straight up bartending. Well, that's a bit of that's a bit of Tony, that. Tony, get involved.
Can we see do we recognize if we obviously we can see Dusters then? But
Yeah.
can we see any can we see do we recognize anyone as a Gopher?
Give us a perception check.
I'm gonna see if I can recognize any Gophers around here.
I feel like Stanley.
Stanley, you probably recognize gangsters better than anyone. Can you I roll an 8, so maybe I don't see any gangsters. Maybe you see. Do you see any Gophers in the crowd?
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Stanley gets double. Yeah, he gets advantage.
You've all got good knowledge of the Gophers as well, and your own establishment. So
You get one more, Tom. All right.
So
Great.
Archie there with an 18.
Tony.
Oh, that was
Tony.
Sorry, Tony with an 18. You're pretty confident you've seen 0 Gopher action here.
Okay. I don't think there's any Gophers here, guys. I can't see any of them. I don't recognize no one.
who gave us the tip that there might be some Gophers here? There might be some bad intelligence.
Wasn't it Jordan? I forget now. Stanley, you remember?
Who
No, no, I don't.
we thought there might have been Gopher. We thought there might have been Gophers here tonight. That someone was going to go down.
Oh,
Yeah.
Didn't I find out at the mechanic store?
Nope.
No, I found. Oh, I told them that's why they're here.
Yeah, because that's what we went to tell the Dusters that we thought Gophers were going to be here, and now there's no Gophers here at all. But maybe that's to come. Let's keep an eye on things. Where is everyone at the minute then? So we've got obviously. You had that top table, didn't you? Is it drawing on Roll20?
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah, it
I'm going to
is.
say you're kind of very near the bar area, which is at the other end of the room, to the top table. It's exactly opposite.
And we're there. So, we're upset, down at the bottom south. Yeah, that's
down
fine.
here, yeah.
And is Carlo Salvatore and who's he next to? Who's next to who's the mayor?
Bo James.
Who's next to Bo James? Bo James is still at the top table, and you've got Carlo Salvatore, who's just re-entered into this main space.
Just re-entered. Okay.
Looking flustered and angry.
Oh, because Alfred's gone.
I'm gonna go. I might go eavesdrop, and I might just decide. Should I just go mingle? Should we get in amongst it? Maybe make conversation and.
I lean to Tony and ask him.
Because we are security at the end of the day, right? Like our job is to protect these people. Like we have a reason to be here. Let's not forget we are in security costume with security tags.
It's worth mentioning Tony dropped his disguise as well from the last session, if I remember rightly, to speak to the guards.
I'm actually Tony, yeah.
Maybe Tony, maybe you want to disguise
Yeah, I'm gonna head over to Carlo and speak to him.
You're gonna speak to Carlo?
Yeah.
All right, I'll come with. Do you want me to come with you?
Yeah, go on then. Yeah.
You might need some security, like security. Like I'll be there in an official capacity, obviously.
Stanley, I was gonna say, Stanley, should we speak to that Marty Brennan behind the bar?
Yeah, I think so. Wait, hang on. So where do we get the intel from about the Gophers again?
It's been so long. It's been so long.
That woman.
Was it not Jordan who said something about going down? That's why we're here in the first place, right? There's no other reason we would be here.
It does make sense. It's either that or your investigations at the precinct.
But then if it was the precinct, then the chief would know.
The chief. We knew there was going to be a Macy's Day Parade. That we knew. Alfred was giving a speech.
Did Tony find a letter before it came to Stanley? Like, wasn't there like a really important letter that like he actually did find this time when he snooped around?
And then I gave it to Stan. It was addressed to Stanley, wasn't it? And I gave it to him. Can't remember what was in the letter though.
I'll just check my notes. I'll probably have a note on it.
Did we speak to Slift or fuck? I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. I think that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Like, I think we know for some reason the Gophers are here, or else we wouldn't have told the Dusters, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah, I feel like we can just act on what's happening.
Okay.
So yeah,
cool.
Tony, speak to Carlo, try and act like you're helping, and then we'll try and get something out of. Well, Tom will do his detective skills on Marty Brennan, I guess.
Cool. Who's going first? Should we do our interaction first? Are you guys going to order a drink?
Yeah, yours is definitely way more interesting. I want to see what happens when you speak to Carlo.
All right,
I want to see what happens as well.
As you approach, give us an insight.
Hey, me or Tony?
Both.
Ooh. Oh, reckon I've been a cold one.
Well, that wasn't that one. Jesus Christ.
Rip.
Tony, you catch the end of him saying, "Got it down," and he looks over and sees you, shocked, can't quite believe. It's like seeing a teacher out in public. It's like, what the hell are you doing here? Kind of look. Tony, what? How the fuck did you get in here?
Well, I know a few people in the local council, and I heard that you were giving a speech, and what an amazing speech, by the way. Truly excellent. I'm just here to support you. I agree with you in this regeneration project. I think it's excellent.
Give us persuasion with advantage.
With advantage. Okay. Man. Fuck. Fuck.
Which parts exactly do you agree with?
Fuck.
Well, you were
Why
saying,
did What?
you were saying, I remember you were saying, Tony, that you really liked the bit where how New York, needs to come together, and it's a new dawn for us, and
Yes, that was it. Yeah, the new dawn for New York, all
new
about
dawn.
unity and uniting. What I took from it anyway was uniting the different people in New York to come up with a better future for all of us. Whether that's what you meant or not, I don't know. That's up to you.
So awkward, isn't
All right, Tony. All right. Didn't have you down as a. You can see him working things out as like you're not only in somewhere that you haven't been invited, but you can see the kind of underestimation of you fall off. You know that brother of yours,
Fucking Claudio, Jesus Christ. Don't even get me started on him.
I'm glad we agree.
Too right we do. Too right we do.
And you see over his shoulder there's a man waiting for him. Very politely as the kind of servantile figure. But with a sense of urgency in his eyes of kind of like, we need to hurry this on. Carla looks behind and goes, you enjoy the drinks here. Do excuse me, I just need to take care of a few things backstage. You are, well, I suppose you're not. A few of us are having a, let's say, after party. 10th floor. You'll need one of these. And he gives you a ticket. It looks like a kind of tram ticket or like a train ticket, really.
Cool.
It's a kind of business card type gimmick type thing. And for your friend?
Yeah, Layman says we got security on this, so we were gonna do a pat down, just make sure that everything goes well, for the after party.
He's just my security guard. I've got another one as well. She's off somewhere else.
You just see me patting
know
someone
me.
down.
I'm not a fighter, that's for sure. I'd much rather pay people to do that for me. I'm sure you understand.
Right. He give us a deception with advantage.
Hey, me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Was that with advantage?
Apparently so.
What did you get?
7?
7 and a 3.
he doesn't give the ticket to you directly. He gives it to Tony. And kind of suspiciously looks at you, Arching, and says, "Tony, you can have a +1."
Thanks. Much appreciated,
Um,
Carlo. I will see you later on.
I'm gonna go check on the hors d'oeuvres. Someone was looking suspicious around them, so if you excuse me.
Yeah, fucking you. You're the one looking suspicious, bro.
Well-
Great, amazing way around that. So you see Carla go, and he heads off. There's a door behind or like an entryway behind the main top table, and he kind of snakes his way through the people, and you see him and that other person leave. We'll cut to
I'm
the
gonna
bar.
pop a couple of like $1,000 chips into Archie's like breast pocket and say, "Thanks for bailing me out there, mate, because I was not paying any fucking attention to that speech. What a load of shite."
Yeah, it was quite inspiring.
Peak Tony.
But sounds like it was Alfred's words that are not his own, which is interesting. But we got to go to that after party and find out what's going on there. But how are we gonna get Stanley and Delilah in? He said we only got a +1. I thought I could get the whole security outfit in. They'll figure it out a way. They always do.
Security outfit.
Delilah will definitely figure a way in, but Stanley, he looks like a cop from a mile out. No one in there is going to let him in, that's for sure. Not if he looks like he does normally, that anyway. We'll have to find him a disguise or something like that.
All right, we'll sort him out. But it looks like they're having an interesting conversation over there by the bar anyway. So let's head over that way.
Sounds good, let's go.
What can I get you, doll?
2 shots of Jack, please.
See him go behind the bar. Yeah.
And your number.
I'm spoken for.
She doesn't have to know.
So you get in here on your own, or you break in looking like that?
Nah, this is my boyfriend. And I point to Stanley.
This is your boy,
Yeah, we're in an open relationship.
and you're okay with that?
Wait, what?
Sweetie. Just squeeze his ass like really hard. Like
Yes,
that.
Harry. We've been trying it out. I mean, come on, look at her. Wouldn't you? That was the only way you could have her?
No comment.
Just hang on, just a quick one. Doesn't-
I didn't like that.
Doesn't Marty recognize me?
So he said, you cut me off. So he said, no comment, Captain.
That's right, my boo's the new captain.
Wait, sorry,
Marty,
quickly.
we,
Why would Marty Brevin recognize Stanley?
because I think I'm probably just known to the Dusters in general.
Okay.
Like I would imagine that they're aware of who I am.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
I would assume.
Makes sense.
I think I might have spoken to him before, but anyway, either way, I'm like one of the undercover police. Not, you know what I mean? Organized crime police. Okay. Marty, we noticed some of your boys have got new jobs as waiters here. We well, look, we appreciate the precaution, but I don't know. I don't think we've seen anything that warrants any trouble so far this evening.
No, not yet. But it's not our problem to deal with that trouble, is it, Captain? It's more your station. Miss, we when he says boys, he means all of us, and he points to the kind of the serving staff. We operate the city's greatest concierge waiting and kitchen convenience for any occasion if you've got anything coming up.
You do mighty fine job on cars too.
We're kind of jack of all trades, you know.
Can I wait, Tom? Do you mind if I say something a little bit?
Go for it.
I lean forward and I'll be like, the inside of your office is real nice too.
Enjoy the drinks.
I pretend... when he looks away, I'm like, just throw it. I'm drinking that shit.
One last thing, Marty, if you don't mind me asking. What do you know about the Salvatores?
Salvatore's tricky, snaky, can't trust the word they say. Pay the big bucks.
And the Dusters and the Salvatores, what's their relationship like?
We scratch each other's backs. Although I did. No, it doesn't matter.
Hey, come on! Look, we're having a drink. We're friends. You can tell us.
We're not friends, are we? But
Well,
we could be.
it could be.
Well, me and Benny here were actually talking about the speech.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I felt different. I don't know if you felt different. Do you know what I mean? Different. I can't really put a finger on it, but I felt different listening to those words. I spent my whole life trying to provide for my family, provide for my wife, my kids.
Is he starting to realize?
And he's talking about not having to do all that stuff. It's just... But then I think about smucks like you running this city, and then I think,
Oh, smart.
well, maybe this city is not fair for a reason. Maybe it needs you and me to be at odds, to I don't know, have a purpose. It kind of sounds like utopia.
Yin and yang.
I
That's
don't
what
really...
we are. Yin and yang.
Maybe.
Flash my badge. Don't really.
It got me thinking
I
of hope. I don't know. Of a kind of future that probably won't exist. It's probably politician bullshit.
Can I perception check to see if he's carrying?
Yeah.
I just want to say, or just like maybe an inside. I don't know. Whatever I can.
Give us
gain.
perception.
Fine.
Perception if you can see it.
I just want to see if he's carrying or not.
He's not.
He's not carrying. Okay.
But on an 18.
We already know some of the others are, aren't we? Because we shook down one, didn't we?
You shook down and they weren't.
Oh, they weren't. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. On an 18, you know that they're not carrying anything on them personally. You also don't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's working behind a bar. Maybe there's something behind the bar.
Yeah.
Maybe
okay.
there's something within reach, hidden out of sight, but you can't actually see it.
Okay.
The insight you're getting from this
Go.
person is, they haven't come here unarmed.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I was going to say there's got to be guns somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, Marty. Well, yeah, I know what you mean. It's difficult not to be cynical in this world. I mean, I guess if you think the Salvatore's a snaky, double crossing kind of guys, then yeah, probably best not to pin your hopes on the vision that Carlo's selling tonight. Anyway, look, I don't think there's going to be any trouble with the Gophers. Maybe that was some bad intel or something. So yeah, I hopefully we can all just go home tonight unscathed. Yeah.
Doesn't look like the Dusters have shown, huh? Doesn't look like the Gophers have shown, huh?
No, it doesn't. Which honestly, I'm a little puzzled by this many important people in the same room. I don't know. Something weird's going on with the Gophers. I can't figure it out. I don't know. Almost makes me more worried that they're not here.
Maybe they heard we were coming. I don't know. Never stopped them before.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Since when were they not up for a fight? Hey, look, I know we're not friends, and we just said, maybe there's got to be some balance, and maybe cops and gangsters shouldn't work together. But look, I'm worried about the Gophers. Something seems different.
Worried about the Gophers. Captain
Yeah, I'm
worried about the Gophers.
Yeah, Oni's he's a dangerous guy, and nobody seems to know where he is or what he's doing. Normally, he's out in the open. It makes me nervous that he's not. You're showing your face here. Where's Oni? It's not normal.
That man is a ghost.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? But he's always been like that, but maybe more so than usual now. I don't know, Marty. I'm saying I whatever Carlo's saying, about a brighter future for New York. One thing I know is if there's any chance of that happening, Oni would be the one to stop it. He'd be our biggest problem. So, I don't know. I'd appreciate it if maybe just in the short term, maybe we could scratch each other's backs. If you hear anything, see anything, you let me know. Maybe there's something I can do for you in return.
I don't know if it's of any consequence, but I presume the intelligence, the NYPD, far outreaches the Dusters, so you probably know this already, but the last campaign the Bo James ran, you know who funded it?
The Gophers.
3 guesses.
Salvatore. Both.
Carlo Salvatore.
Mm.
You know what that kind of debt does to a man?
Makes him desperate.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So this world ain't fair.
I can imagine those other two may come over.
Yeah, I appreciate the tip. Hey, look, Marty, it's been swell as always. You got my number. It's 911. Sorry. I can't help it.
Tony and Archie walk over at the same time and hear that joke.
Yeah. Look after your people, Marty. Give my best to your wife.
Every time.
Yeah, what do you hear from Marty Bren? What's the news?
Not a lot really. They've seen no sign of the Gophers. I just let them know that for the short term, maybe no, I wouldn't say we're on the same side, but I think we got an understanding between the two of us. And he also let us know that the Bo James's last campaign was funded by Carlo. I think he was trying to imply that maybe Bo James is on the hook to the Salvatore. which is maybe no surprise. Politics being what it is, but I don't know, Delilah, have I missed anything?
No, the last thing I think I would have just done before I left the bar with Stanley is just hand a napkin to Marty Brennan, and all it would read is the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and it would just say Delilah, just as like a little parting, like, you know, if we need him, I'm hoping he will help us. But no, looks like that's about it. How about you guys? What did you find out from your stepdad?
Well, you know, I think nothing odd about, you know, one of the biggest gangsters in New York, just selling cocktails behind a bar like a regular schmo.
Oh, they're definitely gonna cause some shit. But unless the Gophers turn up, I reckon they're gonna be happy as a clam. So should be good.
Yeah, I think they were mainly here just in case. Well, I mean, you know, you don't want to be not in the room. The Gophers are here.
Yeah, it just seems odd, you know, for Marty Brandon, he's serving up drinks like a schmo, you know. But hey, it is what it is. Well, anyway,
we're security.
We went over to Carlos and it turns out there's a little after party. He seemed a bit ruffled, and then he got caught over. He got distracted. His attention was elsewhere.
You think he's got any suspicions about us being
No.
responsible? For,
No, he thought
well, that's good.
He checked me out. He thought I was legit. He thought, yeah, you know, respected me. You know, really, it was a real meeting of minds between me and him. You could tell that. You could tell he underestimated his nephew Tony here. I think Tony made quite the impression. Turns out there's going to be an after event. I got in on
Wait,
it. You know,
here?
Yeah. You know, he said I need to come in and watch over the place. You know, it's quite important, quite high level stuff. So me and Tony, we're gonna check that out.
What time did he say? What time that starts? Or
I think we need to get going pretty quick, to be honest with you. But
okay.
I don't know how you guys are gonna get in. It's for pretty important people.
Yeah. Let me go check. That you didn't mention any other guests that were invited.
Afraid not.
We didn't
figure that one out.
To be honest, yeah.
He just said it's highly exclusive. You know, you look like the kind of man we need in there, watching over it.
He really said that?
I'm just gonna stand there silently and just like let Archie have.
He really did. You know, I think ever since I got that promotion, DA. You know, I kind of see. I'm not just a doctor. You know, I'm something more than I was always meant to be a bit more than that. But anyway, so we're gonna do that. It would be good to have you guys in there, involved. I just don't know how.
Let me go talk to Raymond and see if he's aware. I imagine Carlo knows who I am, so I'm probably not the best person. If I'm not invited, he's probably going to recognize, a captain at the NYPD being there.
If Layman's invited, you should probably be able to get in there as the new captain.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. So I'll.
I don't know if Layman is invited. He might be.
Yeah, I'll go seek out Layman, see if he knows anything about it. If not, then I guess me and Delilah will maybe, I don't know, do a bit of sneaking around.
Well, I'm assuming Big Shot over Archie over here must have got his own ticket, so I could be maybe I could be Tony's +1, be his arm candy. Right, Archie?
Yeah, I could. I reckon that could work. Tony, what do you think? I mean, he's your uncle.
I'm not sure, I'll be honest, guys. Normally, what he wants, he gets. So I think just the two of us.
You ever had a girlfriend before, Tony?
He's married to his daughter.
I've got a fucking wife.
You got a wife, have you? Oh yeah, of course you have. Oh yeah, of course you have. That's how you're a Salvatore. Yeah, of course. That's how you got into that family, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well, then how's he get? Then he's gonna know that you're not his girlfriend unless he just thinks that you're a little squeeze on the side. That might be a bit of a disrespect to the family, would it not?
Well, if anything, maybe you guys can go in, and me and Stanley will take care of whoever's outside the room.
Maybe Delilah. Maybe
you're. Yeah, I think that could be a good idea.
All right, we'll find a way to get close.
Yeah. Just do it.
Okay, so Alex, can I see is Layman still in the party anywhere?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna go up to approach Layman. Evening, sir. What did you make of the speech?
Interesting, wasn't it?
Can say that again.
He give me a deception roll. He's just opposed to his insight just now. Give it with advantage. Yeah, fine.
I have got much of it.
Just see if you correct.
He gets it anyway, so he gets another advantage.
Damage.
He takes you to one side and speaks in a hushed tone that only you can hear. He says, "Got to be honest with you. When you first started the force, I really didn't pick you for my kind of cop." Saw you speaking to Marty Brennan over there. It's okay. I know you've got to have your fingers and pies or whatever they say these days. It's you remind me a lot of myself when I was captain and younger. In essence, to your question, it didn't surprise me. Does that make sense?
I think I'm following you, sir.
Carlo and I have had multiple correspondences over the last year or so. You know Carlo. You know what kind of man he is.
I know he's let's say yeah. I know a thing or two about Carlo.
Okay. So later on, I'm gonna disappear from here, and we're gonna have the real gala. It's gonna happen on upstairs. It's gonna happen on the 10th floor. Things. I imagine things are gonna be set up there that you would never dream of down here. Are you catching my drift? Thieves and police in the same place. You catching my drift here? Yeah, it's the.
Oh yeah, I think I'm following you, sir.
I think I can.
And hey, look, you can, sir. Like you said, I understand that there's a balance to be had. And if it's for the greater good of New York, sometimes these are the kind of people you got to deal with.
Always respected your upstanding nature, Stamp. For the greater good of the city is bullshit. Yeah, you know how much I get paid. Yeah,
Not enough, sir.
Stanley, I'm trying to cut you in, huh? Trying to cut you in. You understand? You come. There's a reason why I invited you here tonight. Yeah, it's lonely at the top. Lonely in that department full of fucking losers. You know, Butcher, Baker, Jesus Christ, man. Really, like, fucking do-gooders want to do the world good. No. You fucking stripped off in a diner. You almost killed a kid. Like, no.
I know. Sir. I mean, all due respect, you got a nice cushy office down the hall from those idiots. I got to be in the bullpen with them every day. So trust me, I know. So this after party, what's the real gala? Who's gonna be there? What's the situation?
It's a small affair. Carlo said he had something to show us. One of his big plans. I've caught bits of it. He's kind of run me through little bits of it. In terms of like, so you remember what we had that big briefing of like certain districts of the city that we weren't supposed to like prioritize. You remember this? So he's like,
Yeah. Do I remember this? I assume
Yeah.
I remember this. Cool.
we basically for the money, we basically cordoned off city within a city of what he's doing in that portion of the city. I have no idea. Frankly, I don't want to find out. But that's kind of what we've done. It's
Remind me, sorry, which part of the city was it again? I've been so far away from the Salvatores, I slipped my mind.
well, it was kind of everything towards the coast. You know, it's just kind of all that way from the kind of it's all the industrial wasteland. It's not of any importance. There's no real civilians there. It didn't kind of have any sort of like threat to us. You know, it's fine if you want to. You pay us kind of millions of dollars, and we'll kind of won't investigate down the docklands. Fine.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, there's hardly any trouble down there. Can I check? Do I know? Would I? Well, basically, what I want to know is the Mauler factory included in that area?
It is.
And do I? It is.
So as you said, we haven't had any trouble there.
Mm.
He says, "Well, no, we haven't had any trouble there. Until recently. But that's
Yeah.
And he takes a sip of his drink. Yeah. So but hey, gotta.
I mean, look. I was just about to say, you took the words right out of my mouth, sir. Look, do you think so I mean I'm gonna come along to the after party, of course. You know, if I get invited to the table, I'm coming to eat.
Again,
Delilah's go on.
Took the words out of my mouth. I was about to offer you because I have a +1 with these 2 tickets. So
thank you. Do you I mean, look, this is a weird request, but I bought Delilah as a date. I don't want to send her home in New York at night. Do you think she's reliable? She's dependable.
Hasn't he just
you think she could come along? Oh, I don't know. Did he give me 2 tickets or?
Just 2. One of them's his.
Fine. Sorry, I thought I heard you saying him giving 2 tickets. Okay.
So we're gonna do this. This is quite an important role.
Okay.
He's gonna roll insight on Delilah, and
what would you know about? Okay.
I'm gonna say Delilah rolls. You can roll a performance check.
Okay.
Or you can roll a persuasion check, and I'm gonna give you the advantage with being talked up.
Fine. Yeah. Both are 0, so I'll just go persuasion.
I'm confused. I thought you said he's got a +1 ticket. So why
No,
why
+1 for Stanley. So he's trying to windle another. Yeah.
To get Delilah. Sorry, I misinterpreted that. Sorry, guys.
Roll 1.
On the die is a 14.
You son of a bitch! You just saw me. I'm joking.
No,
I'm joking.
literally. No.
Here we go. The gods.
This is the most.
Nothing new, boys. Nothing new.
You're rolling clean.
Sir, I won't let you down. I won't
really
let you
But
Down.
You know, when I said it was small,
it's real small.
it's
Problem I've had many times in my life. Layman.
What?
Oh no! Wait, not like no that.
Hot damn,
Layman.
Stanley. Hot damn.
Okay.
Throw him.
Delilah, sweetheart, it's been a wonderful evening. I got some business to do. I don't want you to go home on your own. Maybe you can just, I don't know, wait down here, and I'm sure it won't take too long. Oh, sir, just this is gonna sound crazy, but I spoke to Archie before. He's kind of here undercover. He's been sort of acting as security. And he and Tony, I don't know how they managed it, but somehow Archie's gotten himself invited with Tony Salvatore to get into the event. So I guess if you see him in there, he's undercover. Don't blow it, I guess.
right.
Does that make sense?
Are they together? Are they?
No, I mean no. Then like Archie's been Venice.
Isn't Layman on the roll? So in the from what he said, he's dirty, isn't he? So like, say we've got someone undercover, probably is.
No, I mean basically he's been here working some angles, so anyway, he's gonna be in the room. Is all I'm telling you, Layman.
Right.
But I guess you probably don't want to announce that there's, I don't know. We only see like there's too many cops in the room. I think
No.
let's keep it under wraps. But you can trust Archie. He's been great since he came in. I trust him implicitly. So
Yeah, Tony, there's trust and there's trust, huh? There's Stanley, there's trust and there's trust, right? So I trust Archie as a cop.
yeah,
I trust him to do the right thing.
yeah.
Do I trust him with my money? With my wife? Do I trust him with my little secret that I just told you? Maybe not.
I mean, look, the way he pops pills, I don't think he'd be any threat to your wife. I'm surprised if he's even active, if you know what I mean. But
Don't need to know that.
Look.
Stanley. I don't need-
I'm just messing. Look, what I'd say is I've got him under control, and if Archie gets the wrong impression and becomes a problem, well, let's just say I'm not worried about my ability to take care of it if it comes to it.
Right. Unless
But
you
for
say,
now,
his position on the NYPD is conditional at the moment. It's not a permanent thing.
I understand completely. You don't have to worry about it. And look, you know how these things go down with when you got dangerous and unpredictable people in the room. It's better to have more friends in the room than enemies. And at the moment, Archie's a friend. I trust him. So I think it puts us in the right spot.
Right.
All right, Delilah, it's been a wonderful evening. I'll see you in a little bit.
Thank you very much. See you up there, 10 o'clock. It's those doors there. And he points to kind of two blue doors, which have two other guards outside. And these guards are armed. You can see they're clearly armed.
Okay. Where does Layman go now?
He goes and speaks with the mayor, and he's kind of at the top table area. There's kind of other distinguishees. There's a famous sports player. There's a famous couple of other famous writers, or kind of the high to-dos of the society. Other politicians.
Where it's is everyone else, Tony and Archie, still at the bar?
Yeah, I guess they are. Yeah.
Okay. Hey,
So
Delilah, can you?
You meet up, right? You
Yep.
as a
Yeah. This is what I've. Does anyone know that Tony is like friendly with us now? Is it gonna be weird if we're just seen talking to Tony?
I think in this instance it probably isn't weird because it's like a party, everyone's
Political.
socializing. But if they just saw us randomly, I think it would be a bit weird.
Agreed. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. I guess should we all group up? We'll get back together for now.
Yeah, I just say so. It looks like y'all all have an invite. And
So you got an invite, Stanley?
Yeah, I did. Stanley's feeling pretty like, whoa. Like I feel like he was keeping a straight face there, but Stanley feels pretty like fucked up by quite how bent Layman is. I think he's just. I think he's basically just confessed that he's been taking hundreds of thousands of dollars from
Millions.
from gangsters, maybe millions. Yeah.
He's
So,
hella bent. I was shook right then.
Yeah, I feel shook.
You're right, Stanley. You don't you look like you have a sweat on. You don't look like yourself.
Well, yeah, I just had a talk with Superintendent Lehman, who, well, I mean, I don't want to say he confessed because that would imply that he felt some guilt about it, but he just admitted that he's been taking, some pretty serious sums of money from the Salvatores to turn a blind eye to certain goings on in the city, and one of those. Well, to a certain area, actually, the southern kind of coastal part of the city where the Mala factory is, and he specifically referenced the trouble that we've been having. I assume he's talking about the Mala factory. So, look, call me a detective, but I'm pretty sure that means that the Salvatores are aware of what was happening with the factory, the bodies. And maybe Oni, man, maybe the Gophers, maybe they're all linked.
Seem surprised that the NYPD's corrupt, Stanley. I thought you were smart.
Well, there's corruption, and then there's corruption. There's
Chinatown, baby.
Taking a little long to have a bit of evidence go missing. There's maybe sharing some information about an open case to get some information about something else. But I mean, come on, people died. There's anything I've ever done has been for the greater good of the city. But I mean, this is just fuck.
Maybe
Archie,
he also believes that what he's doing is for the greater good of the city.
well, he quite openly said, "Fuck the greater good." That's a load of nonsense. So,
What
I think I feel pretty.
Don't give a fuck.
What happened to the broad anyway, Delilah? You don't look too.
All right, guys. One thing, if any of y'all call me sweetheart or broad in front of me again, I'm gonna shoot you. Okay? Let's get that clear.
Okay,
You guys,
don't get your pants.
oh my God! You just hear like a click at my side, like just from my gun. Now, y'all make your way to the party, and I'll get my own way up there. Don't you worry.
I did say, it's pretty. Only VIPs are allowed to.
Please
party, so
say another
I'm not
word, Archie.
Quite surprised.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say it's typical of the gender, but she is making a scene right now. I'm just joking, Delilah. I'm joking.
Beat his ass like a fucking drum.
Delilah opens fire on the whole.
Campaign.
You look at your watches. You've been talking. You've been kind of maybe planning your next moves. The time is 9:45. Time's kind of got away from you a little bit. A lot's happened since. I'm imagining the three gentlemen with the tickets, valet tickets, make their way up.
I'll go back to Layman. I'm just going to very quickly, Archie. Just so you know, Layman, he doesn't trust you, and I told him you were kind of undercover. Did you guiding your way in with Tony?
I'll stay away from
I
Layman.
told him. Yeah, I just, I guess, act bent. I know you find that difficult because you're so principled and all, but maybe don't tip off that you're one of the good guys. All right.
Hey, that's fine with me. At the end of the day, I probably stitched some of these gangsters up myself, anyway. So,
Yeah. Okay. Delilah. I guess see if you can find a way up to that room. Do your best.
Cool. So the three gentlemen flash their +1s. You're kind of escorted up to the 10th floor. You go through several floors of empty department stores. Feels weird, but kind of you're escorted up there as well. With on one side a kind of flapper girl-esque each, and you're also given a drink, and there's also an armed guard with you at all times. So you each get one of those things. We'll cut to Delilah now.
Yep. How many armed guards are there in the room?
So you're in the main space now.
Yeah.
You can see two, which are there. You saw two or three on the way in, like the big kind of security checks to get everyone into the building itself.
Mm-hmm.
In that big kind of speech, with the bit height, the long table, there are two guarding the
cool,
the blue doors.
I whisper to Delilah. Can I say, Delilah? If you could get your hands on one of those pretty costumes, the black dresses and the headbands. I don't know. Maybe you could.
You want me to float my way in? Nah, I got this.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you were to be a waitress, if you had some
Delilah,
drinks.
Loads of these guys are going to call you sweetheart and Bard,
I'm
and you
probably
can't
gonna shoot
fucking
him.
kill them, okay?
I'm just gonna
no, don't worry. I've got an idea.
Okay, cool.
So I go up to Marty Brennan and I'm like, hey, darling. I think things are about to get spicy, and I need to get myself upstairs. Would you mind helping me out?
Upstairs? What's happening upstairs?
Things are about to go down, and I think your boys are gonna want to be ready soon.
All right.
I'm gonna stumble over to those lovely little gentlemen over there and say that there's some ruckus happening in the kitchen. Do you reckon you could get a couple of your boys to be ready for them?
Yeah, if you like, but it doesn't. They haven't moved all evening. I don't think they're gonna just move because you said there's some trouble.
Can I look around the room? Is the party still going on?
Dying down.
Dying down.
Yeah.
And we're in the time of no radio communications, right? So, well, if that doesn't work and they don't, pull, maybe you can make some noise around the corner. Maybe I could even say that there's a certain person around the corner. Maybe we could just, there's not many people here. We could use that pretty little thing that you've got tucked behind the desk, behind the bar. And I'm just going to assume he's got guns.
Give us a persuasion roll.
Well, it's been good so far. Yep, okay, well.
Nice.
Oh my god!
I can't. Delilah has ruined all of
Delilah's a
my
fucking bot, man.
like she's Alfred never rolled like this.
You think just because some broad told me that there's a ruckus going on, that I'm gonna put my neck out in front of chief of police? Don't know where he is at the moment, but he was here for captain of police, some politicians. You think I'm gonna stick my neck out for you just because you want to get upstairs?
I lean over to him and I say, what's his name?
Marty Brennan.
No, not Marty. The gopher leader.
Oni, madam.
I think Oni's up there. And that's where the intel came about. That's why we haven't seen them down here. You let me up there, and I'll give you the all clear.
No. We both go up.
I hold my arm out for like a one of those shakes. Yeah, all right, let's go.
He takes your hand and does like he thinks you're going for a handshake.
No, I just like like just really like pulling him over.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
All right.
He nods at two other waiters, and they kind of replace him behind the bar, and so we're going plan A or plan B.
Start plan A, and then if they really don't want to move, then we'll make them move.
Right. You go up to the two guards. What do you say?
Just drunkenly, like, actually, no, I'm not gonna be drunk. I'm like, oh my god, there's men with guns in the kitchen.
They were attempting to shoot. I think they're storming the place. You see Martin kind of try and like put on a fake voice. Roll.
Come on, bitch.
Deception.
Come on, bitch.
With or a performance check. I think it's the same.
It's the same thing.
With advantage. I'll tell you what you need to beat.
Doesn't matter.
Not gonna be anyway.
Oh my god!
I just
They rolled a nat 20 as well.
Yeah, fine. Do I see it on their face that they instantly didn't see it?
They look at you've got a split second. They look at each other, and they like don't buy it at all. They're not moving.
I look to Marty. I give him the wink, and I'm just gonna pull out the rifle that I've had like tucked away, and I guess my aim is to. I just want to try and. I don't want to shoot, obviously. My aim is to like butt, as like swiftly and quickly as I can, whilst he alerts his other boys, I guess, to get involved.
Give us an attack roll to hit.
I guess I'll use my gun as the attack roll, but just not shooting it.
Oh my god!
Wait. I'm gonna use second wind. For the love of fucking Christ! 1 second.
Jesus, Kyle.
You
Come
have a
on,
limited
man.
stamina. On your turn, you can use bonus action to regain. Oh no, that's not what I'm thinking of. I can just use a second attack, I guess, because I get multiple. Jesus
20.
Christ!
Right.
Holy fuck tits!
You hit, and you see Martin do the same thing on the other side, and you knocked them both unconscious. Roll a stealth check
Yeah,
now.
I was about to say.
Which alerts the other guards.
You said there was any more guards in the room. You said
They're
it's
not
just
armed.
the two.
They're not armed.
I said I thought I just said how many guards were in the room. Fuck. Okay, I would have definitely come up with a different plan if. Okay, fine. What the? I didn't know. I thought they were. You said. I swear I said how many guards.
At least, if it's not the guards, it's the people at the top table, very close to the door, that go, "What the hell are you doing?" What
Oh, well, regardless of who it is, I just kind of give the nod to. I pick up the guns that they had, and then I throw them to the nearest dusters that like Marty's either given a shout to. I'd be like,
Nice.
handle the crowd, and then I like just go through the door. Fuck it.
Nice. You hear screams, and you hear a kind of hostage situation starting, with dusters controlling the area, and you are able to slink out. You're going to arrive about a minute later, about a minute to 2 minutes later.
Fine
So
with
you're
that.
not going to hear the speech that is given, but I will tell you when when you enter. Basically.
Yeah. Can I just? Oh, actually, fuck it. Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm just conscious of time here. So you arrive at a kind of makeshift, kind of is like a small presentation room. It feels a little bit like a small cinema room. It's like plush velvet. It's a kind of executive suite of some sort for Macy's. And you see sitting down kind of old gentlemen with a young woman each by their side with a drink. The guard, you don't see any kind of sign of the guards. Once they drop you off in that place, they kind of hold back. So there's not an armed presence in this room, and nor does there need to be. Kind of the feeling is that of the most powerful people with the most control. You know, it doesn't feel like there's any sort of danger here. There's a kind of hushed tone that comes out, and a kind of clinking of glasses that seems to be more like a ritual thing. Do you join in with the clinking or not? All three of you, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute. Sorry, guys.
Why
I
does Tom look
was
so
chatting.
suspicious?
I was chatting away. Yeah, sorry, I joined in with clinking.
Yeah, I'm joining in.
Yeah, I think I joined in.
Cool. And you catch Layman's eyes, who he kind of meets you at the, and I sit together with Layman, I'm assuming. And the clinking brings out Carlo. And Carlo addresses you all, and he's kind of standing in front of some red plush velvet curtains. So he's kind of on like a mini stage type thing. He goes, "Gentlemen, thank you for coming. Gathered here today in the heart of New York. I stand before you to unveil a vision, which I said a little bit in my speech downstairs, and there's a kind of like a chuckle amongst some of the older gentlemen. This is the real thing, and I want you to be prepared to be transported to a new future, a future where boundaries between life and death are blurred, and the mysteries of consciousness are revealed. In this era of profound innovation and boundless curiosity, we find ourselves on the precipice of an extraordinary breakthrough. And I would like to say the Salvatoris have been at the heart of the essence of breaking this consciousness through the last couple of years. And thank you to Mr. Lehman for his generosity in turning the other way, shall we say. And clinking steps up, and you feel Lehman kind of want to take the praise, but also understand that he's got someone to his right that is knowing the full identity of himself. Yes, you heard correctly. Bringing people back from the dead. Allow me to transport your minds to a time where the impossible becomes possible. Through the tireless exploration and groundbreaking advancements in the field of science and metaphysics, we have discovered a method to unravel the enigma of consciousness and rekindle life itself once extinguished. I introduce and name this creation Resurrecta. It's a technology that we have stumbled upon and will be the marvel of science and human ingenuity. Resurrecta holds within it the key to unlock the secrets of life and death itself, and to harness the eternal essence of consciousness. And you hear clinking again.
I whisper Stanley. I said, Stanley's got this all wrong. He doesn't know what technology he has here. It's not what he thinks that this is. And I just shoot a very troubled look to Stanley.
Give me
I saw. Oh, God.
give me a perception check. It's gonna be quite high. And I'm gonna say at this point, there is a moment where Delilah, you can be with Marty and kind of stealthily look on. Your DC is gonna be a lot higher, but perception check.
20. Not a nat 20, but a 20. Well done, Kyle.
Oh my God.
Obviously.
This
Kyle,
is
look
insane.
at
Nice.
that. 13, 6, 5, 10, 3.
Your dice broken, Kyle.
I'm going to get a dice cam for next session, by the way, and I'm going to roll mine, because fuck roll 20. I'm with Brennan Lee Mulligan on this one.
Here we go. So Archibald, can you just quickly roll a history check, please? So you definitely see him. Do you know who he is? Okay.
Hey, roll. I say roll, Kyle. So you do it.
This man has been in your life, and he's been in the hospital that you worked at. He's been in your dreams. He's a kind of reoccurring face, and all of a sudden you piece it together that this man is so familiar to you. He is, and you might even catch him, you know, and his silhouette is familiar, and it's just really, really familiar guy on these benches.
Who, Carlos? Oh, sorry, I got another guy. Sorry,
Another guy, yeah, with and he's sat right at the back. As you turn around, you kind of clock eyes, and he smiles at you warmly. The speech continues, and you hear Carlos say, and I will prove this to you. I can see a couple of you looking a little bit like I'm talking the Irish, they say, don't they? You're talking in the Irish. So to you, Mr. Sorry, I didn't catch your name, and he points to you, Archie.
Archibald House.
To you, Mr. House. Do you know what happened a week ago? Maybe Oni Madden was killed, and was written off the face of the planet. You read the tabloid news?
Yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah. May I present to you Oni Madden? And he pulls the straw, the kind of thing, and behind him stands Oni Madden. He has a kind of scar in his going kind of in that direction of his cranium. His head is bigger, and he looks bigger as well. He like physically looks bigger. He's a little bit taller. He's got muscle. This guy is like Oni Madden .2. And
It's like the mount.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
literally thinking that. That's crazy.
But the point is, and you can all see it, and there is a kind of hushed tone as well, because this is not Oni Madden. This is a kind of, he's not there behind the eyes. He doesn't kind of say anything, and there's a little bit like he's not. There's something manufactured about this man, and like obviously manufactured. And that is where we will leave it for today.
I knew he was a
A
pussy
little
before.
bit.
So it sounds like to me then like they've got some they've got the technology.
They've stolen one of the
They
machines.
stole one of the replicators, but they don't quite know how to use it. Perhaps they don't know how to fully operate it.
It's obviously at the factory as well.
So, thank you very much for
They're just
for staying with
practicing.
us. Join us next week where we will find out what is actually happening. And as our story comes to a sort of conclusion, we're heading towards the conclusion of this world. Stick with us a couple of weeks more. I think we've got of this. Yeah, rolling on to next week. Mad World. Thank you very much.
Woo! Forward to it.
Exciting.
All this light, the light of the town. When I'm all alone, looking down the street, a war's a night is leading me home. It's coming down, raining on me. Still waiting, still waiting, still waiting, still waiting for you. All this light, the light of the town. When I'm all alone, looking down the street, a war's a night is leading me home. It's coming down, raining on me. Still waiting, still waiting, still waiting, still waiting for you. All this light, the light of the town. When I'm all alone, looking down the street, a war's a night is leading me home.